Welcome to Daily News Updates by the Shipping Tribune. Here we bring to you the latest maritime daily news in a short form video format. Please subscribe for regular updates. Freight market scenario by Saigal SeaTrade.
On February 28th, the Asia-Pacific Panamax freight rates were largely higher. The Asia-Pacific regional Supramax freight rates were mixed. The Cape-size freight rates were hiked. The Pacific Handysize market continued to trend higher.
Abandoned at sea, Houthi damaged ship awaits towing to Saudi Arabia amid oil slick concerns. A vessel impaired in a mid-February Houthi attack offshore Yemen remains abandoned at sea awaiting towing to safe harbor amid growing concerns of an oil spill. The Iran-backed militant group claimed it dealt catastrophic damage during a Feb 18th offense against the Belize-flagged general cargo vessel Ruby Mar, which the Houthis said was at risk of potential sinking in the Gulf of Aden, the tanker's crew abandoned ship. The attack caused an 18-mile oil slick, the US Central Command said in a social media update on Feb 24th, adding that the tanker is anchored but taking on water. EPA announces billions of dollars in funding for the Clean Ports program. Yesterday, EPA announced the notice of funding opportunity for the Clean Ports program. Under the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, the US Environmental Protection Agency was provided $3 billion to fund zero-emission port equipment and infrastructure and climate and air quality planning at US ports. EPA is releasing two separate notices of funding opportunities as part of the $3 billion. The nearly $2.8 billion zero-emission technology deployment competition will directly fund zero-emission port equipment and infrastructure to reduce mobile source emissions at US ports. Eligible users of funding include human-operated and maintained zero-emission cargo handling equipment, hovercraft and other vessels, electric charging and hydrogen fueling infrastructure, and a number of other technology investments. Oil India to consider second interim dividend for FY24 on March 8th. Oil India's central public sector undertaking said on February 28 that its board of directors will meet to consider a second interim dividend for fiscal year 2023 to 24 on March 8. The dividend will be declared on the same date if it receives the board nod as per a regulatory filing. Oil India had in November declared the first interim dividend for FY24 rupees 3.5 per equity share. Russia diverts LNG supplies for Asia around Africa to avoid Red Sea, LSEG data shows. Russia is diverting China-bound cargoes of liquefied natural gas on a longer route via the Cape of Good Hope due to the heightened risk of attacks by Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi group, LSEG data showed. Global fuel producers, including Russia, were forced to change the way they deliver to Asia and go around Africa to avoid Houthi attacks in the Red Sea, despite the Suez Canal being the shortest route between Asia and Europe. The conflict has also pushed up insurance premiums for ships taking the Red Sea route, adding to costs. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like button if you like the video, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the Shipping Tribune YouTube channel if you haven't already.